Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
First of all, what is MS?
Multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease that attacks the nerves in the brain and the spinal cord.
And what causes it?
Well, we don't really know. We think it's probably a combination of genetics as well as environment and even a virus that kind of sets the process off. The body then overreacts to that virus and attacks the body.
Actually had a friend and former coworker whose husband developed it at a certain point in his life, and you know, just different things were happening with him, and they went through a lot of tests and determined that that was it. Does it happen at a certain age, and what are some of the symptoms?
It's most commonly happens with women more often than men, usually in the younger years, 20s to 40s, and we don't really know what causes it, but the symptoms can be almost anything because the brain and the spinal cord control everything. So it could be numbness, could be weakness, blindness in one eye, and so a lot of different things can be from MS.
What are some of the treatments for it?
Well, luckily we now have a lot of treatments. That's exploded really over the last few years, and we used to just have injections, and now we have some oral therapies, so a lot of different choices and help for people. No cure, but a lot of treatments.
And make a big difference, some of these treatments?
Oh, absolutely. I really think we've changed the course of the disease in the last few years, that it really is now something that is very much more manageable and not as scary, I hope.
Well, that's very good news, because yeah, you hear the word and it's kind of like, ooh. Is anyone, you know, or who would be susceptible to MS?
Mostly younger people, but we really don't have a way to sort people out. We know even identical twins don't have the same risk of MS, so it can be really hit and miss. But somebody would just have any kind of neurologic problems, especially a younger person, then we would definitely think about that as first.
We talked a little bit about symptoms, but what are some of the things that maybe should clue you in that maybe you need to, you know, it's time to see a doctor and get tested for something like this?
Mm-hmm. Something that really happens really all of a sudden, kind of out of the blue, especially something very dramatic like blindness in one eye, numbness in the whole side of the body, weakness in the whole side of the body. Other things have to be ruled out, like strokes, of course, but in a very young person, MS would actually be more likely than that.
Just so don't ignore things like
Absolutely.
that. I mean, this could be serious stuff, and as you said, the good news is no, there's not a cure for MS right now, but there are come a long way as far as treatments and medications and things like that.
That's right.
So for more on MS, they also do a number of different things. If you have questions, concerns, Dr. Susan Hibbs from Neurology Associates and Neenah, how can people get a hold of you?
We're at the Neuroscience Group, and Neenah, it's neurosciencegroup.com.
All right, that's easy enough.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks so much for stopping.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.